Hello, Foxback, SoulFoxie here, and now before we actually do the anti stuff, I just wanted to pay attention to this. Hero stands for Kinetically Extended Intelligent Rodent Operator. I don't know, I just found that kind of funny to me. Anyway, I'm gonna be doing hopefully most, if not all, of Gion. If I don't do all of Gion, or not Gion, but the anti-area, then I will just like cut it to the outro, where I think is a good spot. Because as you can see, the anti is already a much harder place, and this is still Gion, so I'm not comparing it to Gion, I'm comparing it to in general. Didn't mean to do that. I'm actually recording this live for once. I know that you guys just love the fact of how often I do live commentary. Anyway, let's just get going. Oh, okay. I didn't expect to survive that. I'm gonna try to focus, so the commentary might not be the best. But hey, I mean, you do what you do, right? Okay. I like if you guys don't know how this game works, the longer you hold the button you use to jump, whether it be forward, left, or right, the longer you hold it, the longer you stay in the air. So I released it just a bit too much there, so I stopped going up, or at least continuing to keep my momentum in terms of the jump momentum. But yeah, and most of these I do pretty well, recording or not recording. That was a bit embarrassing. But I don't do the anti-levels as much. I really just practice the normal ones. Cause see, like, what I easily could do is like I could do like practice these ones before making this video, and then as a sort of side-by-side thing, I guess you can say. It's probably not accurate in the slightest, but basically what I could do is I could just like I could practice, like beat the stuff, and then reset the progress like I did in episode 1, and then get back up to this point, and then it'll be like nothing ever happened. But I wouldn't do that to you guys, because I want things to be fair. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up for a second and focus on this run. And I'm also gonna try and pay attention to what's, and this is it! Run complete! Man, this is really trippy. You can see that even in anti, they're like 20 times faster. I don't know. I just like the look of all of them. Anyway, time to die on purpose, so, whoa. I definitely could have done better. I could have kept going, but, I mean, who wants to keep going? Anti-acceleron experiment unlocked, and anti-graviton experiment unlocked, anti-geon particle discovered. Congratulations. I said that backwards, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I'm gonna move on to graviton, because I want to. Because this one is definitely the most unique, the anti-graviton. Not of just the gravitons, but of, in general. Man, this is hard to keep track of. Ooh. Just the fact that there's only 2 sides. So, like, you really gotta play it safe and play it smart. Yeah, like, see, I figured that that platform was much closer, like, much closer than it obviously was. And, I also didn't see that blue platform. Basically, like, the perception of how far away things are and aren't is very skewed in this one. you can also play like really strangely. And if you don't get what I mean by that, just like, I don't know, just like watch world record runs, I guess you can say, of anti-graviton of this game, and maybe you'll be able to understand. Because those ones will probably last a lot longer than any of mine ever could. Because I think like my high score on this was like, what it'd say, like 200 something. Oh, yeah. I didn't contemplate for more jumping, for more platforms to jump with. If that made any sense, then angels are probably also falling from the sky. Okay. Should probably stop being like so cocky with my jumps. Yeah. Bam. There. Bam. Hop. 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 I'm half paying attention at this point. I was almost entirely focused on just saying hop for that. Okay, that was just... They throw you a curveball sometimes. I completely forgot to check for what my high score was. Man. Let's just hop some more. We're not Kiro anymore. We're playing as a bunny, and that's why we're hopping. Just in case you guys couldn't tell, because you know, this definitely is what a bunny looks like. Excuse me. Hopefully that didn't come up in audio. If it did, then... Well, I probably could do something to help it, but I'm not going to, because I am lazy. Here's not my number, because I don't have a cell phone. I don't know. Lots of people like that song. I'm not a big fan of it. Nor do I have a phone, like I said. It's not even a joke. I really don't have a phone. So if you guys want to call me, I can't help you with that. But if you guys have a Discord, you can call me on there. I don't know, maybe I can make that like a sort of weekly thing. Weekly Discord calls, and I'll like record them and post them. If I find out a way to do it, that is, because I don't have a screen recorder, I just have fraps. I had a screen recorder, but it was cheap, and it didn't work right. I didn't even notice how close we were, and I still forgot to check it. And by the way, I don't think I've commented on it, but I like the sort of circular thing you see in the right after you fail, whether or not you succeed or not. How if you don't go into the 100s, like either way, it just looks cool in my opinion. Flip, up, 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 up. It's like that curveball, I hate it. What? I'm trying to think of its name. It's like an old school NES or arcade game, whichever one it is. And it has someone in it who laughs. Oh yeah, it was Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. That game. It every time you get a game over, it has Ganon and it laughs like that. Same with Punch Out. Bold Bull laughs like that anytime you fail. Or, I guess get knocked. Basically, if you don't get up. Because I know words. I know how to speak English. Sort of. I swear. But I actually met a person who speaks Japanese, and while I'm not Japanese, I am technically Vietnamese, and because that makes me Asian as well, I'm just gonna count myself as Japanese because it's something I can do, I guess. I don't know. Great person to talk to. It was that person's actually Hio-chan, or Haley as she's actually called. That was in my first episode. I don't know. If any of you liked her, then go ahead and comment. If any of you are even watching. I don't know. I personally enjoy talking. Our conversations are typically lively and not boring. At least, not compared to some conversations. How my mind works and how well I speak English, it's definitely always a toss-up. Anyway, time to start focusing again. This episode is either going to be cut up or definitely a lot longer than other episodes. Sorry about that. See, when I actually shut my mouth for about 5 seconds, I can make logical decisions. Anyway, anti-graviton particle discovered, anti-Y boson experiment unlocked. My high score is what I actually just did, so I got a new high score for you guys. It wasn't much better because that one was actually extremely disorienting. Anyway, this one's definitely going to be a lot easier. All the graviton ones are always slightly harder. At least to some people. Some of them are easier said than done for me, but mainly only that one's hard. So up, hopping up into the spiral. I don't know if that's a song or not, but I'll say it is for comedy, I guess. Because we all know that I'm not funny. I don't know. I wish I was funny. Like, if I had a wish, and I had to, like, choose, like, in that wish I had to choose between being funny or having some type of superpower, I would definitely choose to be funnier. Because I'm not. And it'd probably entertain you guys. Anyway, as you can see, we really finished that one quick. I'm not gonna, like, get all big from my britches about it like I was with my last one, where I was finishing stuff in 2, and then I finished Radion in 1, and then failed, because I almost finished that one. Anyway, anti-acceleron particle discovered, the anti-radion experiment unlocked. But yeah, you can see that they have higher levels for stuff, like 150%, but it doesn't really change anything from what I've seen. Anyway, on to Radion now. I personally hate this Radion because of what I just did. Not like dodging the walls, but the fact that the wall is usually one direction, not the band. You gotta figure out which direction that is, and sometimes it will go one direction but flip-flop on you after the first one, which is sometimes really annoying. Or at least I think it flip-flops. I might just suck. Whoa. I'm not sure how I managed to do that. Hup, 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 hup. That was too fast. There. I don't know. I think I might have said this in the first episode. I don't know, I was too busy talking to Haley. But sometimes you gotta be very deliberate with how you press it. And it's not just my keyboard, I'm pretty sure it's like for the entire game. I hate that part. I hate just the moving platforms in general. Not the ones that like fall, those ones are completely fine. But the ones that like go forward towards you while you're moving towards them are just disorienting, because if you don't do it at the right time, you can obviously fall between them if there's any spaces. Or there's a time where you're running forward while you're on them, and then because of the fact that you're running, you might jump a bit too late, and actually you just walk off the platform because you were going too fast. Okay, that. Oh wow, we were only 9, or rather 0.09 or something % away from what we were for the previous high score. Isn't that great? Not my previous high score, but our previous high score, because we're a team. Oh jeez. I'm pretty sure I just moved it down the thing. No? Okay. On to newer heights. I don't know what heights, but newer ones, I guess. Yeah, you guys can see how I'm just astonishingly good at this game. That's why I don't like saying how good I am at games, regardless of what game it is. If it's like a sort of clicker game, like I kind of play in my spare time, then it's not really anything too special, because you don't have to be good at it. But if it's a game like this, where you need reaction times and stuff like that, then I don't know. It's just, these games are fun to me. It's just that, like I said, I don't know. Up, up and over. Up. You can do that occasionally, which helps out a lot. If you're in the right position to have done that. Oh no, I was hoping we could beat it that run. I mean, you can see that most of my runs here, and these ones are just like in the 120s, maybe a bit higher sometimes, maybe a bit lower, like my old high scores. But they're still a lot better than you might think. Because on or off recording, this game is very hard. Without practice, it's probably a lot harder than it is for me. Like, man, I can't imagine losing all my so-called skill at this game, which is just reaction time. But like, yeah, I can't imagine losing all my skill, with quotation marks, at this game, and then trying to play through the entire thing again, without being able to reabsorb the knowledge, or so-called knowledge, of the game back for more skill. Because with games like this, it's definitely practice makes perfect, because of the fact that the level, Jacksepticeye said it best, in my opinion, at least, and that is that, like, the level's the same, but it has different versions of itself, where different points in the level come at different times. And that just, like, can sort of throw off your senses, I guess. I just bumped the mic so hard. Sorry about that. Just gotta scratch my ear. It's kinda itchy. Anyway, let's continue. Hopefully that mic bump wasn't too loud. Sometimes I completely forget that that thing is down when I'm recording. At least when I'm recording audio. I don't know. Sometimes I just bump it. Up, up, up. I have a lot of scrapped videos. If you guys wanna see, like, I think I already mentioned this in my previous Let's Play of Titan Souls, but I had 2 scrap series that got scrapped for various reasons, but they just got scrapped. They're called, it was an RPG game called Eternal Senia, and a visual novel called Connected Hearts. Now, both of those were free, so I can just easily re-download them and play them if you guys want to. The Eternal Senia game was an RPG Maker game, so it's kind of hard to edit sometimes if I had to cut stuff out. which I usually didn't need to, which would lead to pretty long episodes, about like 40 minutes or so, because I needed to show all of it, like all that was left in there. I know, unless I like grinded on recording, then I didn't really need to cut anything out. But I don't know. Oh. Well, anyway, we beat it. Anti-radiant particle discovered. Congratulations. Now we just gotta do the Y boson. You guys might be hearing those messages I'm getting, but you can just ignore them. They're not of importance right now. I tend to see that the Y boson is like, always a sort of combination of all the other levels. Just sort of. It's not like ever always just a full combination of them, but it kind of is. Hop, and then hop. Ooh. Finally managed to get some energy that wasn't just that tiny amount. Ha ha ha! Whoop. Hopefully I can do this one a lot quicker than the last one. Not just so I can show off, but so that I can get to X boson and hopefully also do that one in this video. Ha 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 ha! Ah, just slightly too quick. Slightly too quick. But as you guys can see, my last high score was only 114. Don't knock this game until you try it. If you guys want to make fun of me, go ahead. But don't knock on its difficulty. I mean, I just have bad reaction times, but don't knock on its difficulty until you've actually played it for yourself. In which case, then you can officially, you have my permission to make fun of me anytime you want in that case. Just saying. You have the SoulFoxie stamp of approval. Sometimes I completely forget that those edges are there, and I just end up falling. Or not falling, but running into them. Wait, did you guys hear that? The platform fell, and yet I didn't get a chance to jump. Because sometimes, call it a glitch, just call it actual, like an actual thing in the game. But sometimes when you walk off a platform, even if you just walked off of it and you hit the button, you can still jump off of it, and it'll like send you airborne. But that didn't happen that time, and I have no clue why. I don't know, call that a game design or call it a glitch, I'm not sure. It seems to happen to me a lot less than it does other people, but yeah. I don't know, I don't watch other Boson X Let's Plays, aside from Jacksepticeye, which was what, 2 episodes? I don't even think he got to the dark area, or rather dark area, as it should be called in my opinion, because that's what it is. Because like this is the anti-area, you're finding the anti-versions, and the other place you're finding the dark versions. They shouldn't be called Dirk and Aspa. I can understand the other one being called Smack, because it is standard, but still. And also, if it's your first time playing, it like comes up and smacks you in the face with like reaction time based gameplay. I don't know. I did it again! Not making the platform fall, but just failing at that part again. That's one thing I do constantly in this game, if it wasn't obvious enough, and that is fall, and fall some more. And you guys probably just heard that message too, but don't worry about it. If you worry about it, I will steal your soul. I am evil, hear me roar. That was probably the most depressing sound anyone has ever heard in their life. I don't know, is there a definitive way to call a sound depressing? Aside from maybe crying. I don't know. I don't have depression. I don't know this crap. Up, up, nope, up. Alright. I was calling the game's bluff there, and it ended up right. Excuse me for that. Up. 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 Woo. Up, up. 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 Up, up, up. And use? Huh? No! I completely forgot that if you don't get the right way on that thing, you're trapped. Man. And if I got that blue platform, I probably would have done it too. Man. This is just getting worse and worse by the minute. Getting more and more, I don't know. Just in general, it's getting worse and worse. Calling the game's bluff? I didn't have enough speed to call its bluff. JK, it's just a prank, bro. Wait, did I only have it 60 that last game? If that's the case, I definitely would not have won it that last game. Not the last attempt, but the last one I had a high score on. You guys get it. You guys are probably actually a lot smarter than I am. I actually got a lot of criticism from this one guy. He was calling me like the C word and stuff because I was dumb, and about stuff completely unrelated, aside from the fact that jump, 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 and jump again. There we go. That's a lot better actually. I'll focus a bit on this line. It's just the fact that I don't like being quiet during videos where I'm doing live commentary. I don't know, I just don't. Oh. It happened again. Anyway, this time I'll actually be quiet so I don't sound like a doofus. Oh, I didn't even realize I was that close. Ooh. Jumpity, jumpity, jump. I don't know. I guess we'll see how far I can get. Anti-Y boson particle discovered. Congratulations. Anti-X boson experiment unlocked. Ooh, that was an eventful episode. Hopefully, in the next episode I don't just speed right through the anti-X boson. You'll understand when I get there, but hopefully I don't just go right through it. Stretchy. But anyway, I think I'm gonna call the video there, so that it's a bit shorter than usual. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, do all that beautiful stuff, and I will see you in the next video, Fox Pack.